Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakadas, double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone, Sacheshi, welcome to teach all truth, sincerity. Okay, this is going to be called, to be great, you have to overcome great things. Um, so this is Psalms 71, verse 21. It says, Thou shalt increase my greatness and comfort me on every side. Because as we increase in greatness, we got to receive comfort on every side. You know, as we elevate, to greatness. I'm gonna go to first First Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. This is First Peter chapter 4 verse 12. It says, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you." So it's not a strange thing that we're going through, many tests, many trials and tribulations within, our walk in this truth. It says verse 13, "But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Yahushua's of Hamashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High rests upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified." So we got to rejoice, even though we're catching hell, we're going through some things, some tribulations, some trials. We got to rejoice, in those times, because we're being partakers with Hamashiach's suffering. Um, and you know, we understand that Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is dealing with us. He's testing us. He's supping with us still. Even in the bad times, even in those moments of trials and those moments of tests. You know, um, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 5. Um, This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 5. It says, "And having been a little chastened, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself." Yeah, in those chastisements, like the scriptures say, uh, going through a spiritual fire, the furnace of adversity. Basically, a man we're going through the spiritual fire to be purified, like as gold, as purified. A, a man uh, as precious gold, as gold of a wedge of Ophir. Um, um, uh, Slaki, if I'm rambling and going, totally, spouting out all these things that are coming to my mind. But the point is, a man of the Lord is like a gold piece that's being purified in the fire, a spiritual fire, which is a trial, a tribulation, a test, um, something that we have to go through before we can, receive, the reward, before we can go through, before we can get to the kingdom, because the scriptures say, "Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven." We're gonna deal with something before we get there, and the reward will be glorious in the end. Uh, I'm gonna read verse 6. "As gold in the furnace have he tried them and received them as a burnt offering." So we're as precious gold pieces to the Heavenly Father, and we're being tried in the fire of adversity, you know, to re, to 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 be received by him. Like the scriptures say, the Most High, he doesn't he scored it every son that he receiveth. He scored it every son that he received it. I believe that's talks about that in Hebrews. You know, you're not just going to come to the Lord without going through a test, without enduring some adversity at one point in your walk. You know, because the Most High has to prove that you trust Him. He has to actually, like the scriptures say, prove a friend, try a friend before you what's the word, before you put your full trust in that friend. You just can't say this is your friend, this is your your trusted partner if you ain't gave him a test, or you ain't at least, you know, looked at him and thoroughly looked at him and scoped him for who, what his character is and how he operates. You know, the same way the Heavenly Father is looking at us. You know, he has to prove us. He has to make sure that we trust him and you know, fully are invested in doing his will. Um, I'm going to Luke 7. 7:28. This is Luke 7:28. It says, "For I say unto you, among those that are born of women, there's not a greater prophet than John the Baptist, but he that is least in the kingdom of the Most High is greater than he." You know, because John the Baptist, who was Yahushua's cousin, um, he he what's the word? He was prophesied to bring the message back to the nation of Israel. I do believe that he came back as Abba Bivens in the reincarnation, um, to return the children unto the fathers, um, and us back to the knowledge and wisdom understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, so and that was a great man. You know, John the Baptist, Abba Bivens. You know. So anyway, I'm gonna say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elder Apostle Great Millstone, and salutations to Akim, teaching all truth and sincerity. Shalom.